Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. May I have your attention, please? At this time, we would like to request that all guests clear the aisles and be seated so that we may begin the commencement exercise celebrating Stranahan High School's 64th years of academic excellence and the class of 2021. Welcome all distinguished guests, parents, and faculty. On behalf of Stranahan High School's faculty and administration, we are pleased to have you in attendance as we honor our graduates. Today, we will honor every graduate by calling their name as they walk across the stage. Please hold your applause until the end of the ceremony. The graduation ceremony is designed to provide memories and impressions that will last a lifetime. Graduates, parents, and faculty members have worked tirelessly to reach this moment, and every graduate has the right to hear his or her name called. We ask that you treat this special moment with dignity and respect and not cause any unnecessary distractions. Graduates will be photographed by our professional photographer as they receive their diploma. Parents will have an opportunity to purchase their graduates' pictures at a later time. The audience is requested to remain seated during the commencement exercise. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, please remain seated until the last graduate exits the room. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you turn off all cell phones, refrain from whistling, cheering, shouting, or showing disrespect during the graduation exercise. Please rise for the presentation of colors and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the singing of a national anthem by SGA President Richard Valentine.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the singing of a national anthem by Charles Lord.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held as the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
Please be seated. And at this time, please welcome Mrs. Thurston.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Alice Thurston, Assistant Principal, and at this time, I present to you our platform guests. Please hold your applause until the end of the introductions. On the first row, please welcome our principal, Ms. Berdura Smith, Ms. Sarah Leonardi, Broward County School Board member, Ms. Deborah Hickson, Broward County School Board member, Dr. Antoine Hickman, Chief Student Support Initiatives and Recovery Officer, Mr. Alan Strauss, Chief Human Resources and Equity Officer, Dr. Mark Strauss, Director, Office of School Performance and Accountability, Ms. Brooke Smith, Magnet Coordinator, Mr. Elvin Hazel, Assistant Principal, Ms. Kamara Sannon, Assistant Principal, Ms. Esther Dawkins, Guidance Director and Senior Counselor, and Mr. Kenneth Hart, Senior Class Sponsor. On the second row, we welcome Ms. Michelle Ann Allison, Crescent Park Elementary School Principal, Ms. Kathiana Tengi, fifth grade teacher at North Fork Elementary School, representing Principal Robinson, Ms. Madeline Betancourt, teacher, Mr. Kenneth Hart, teacher, Brianna Brown, class of 2021, valedictorian, Gabriella Arce Ceron, class of 2021, salutatorian, and Denise Brown, class of 2021, senior president. At this time, At this time, it's my honor and pleasure to present to you our principal, Ms. Michelle Berdura Smith.
Good afternoon, class of 2021. You guys are so well behaved. It's like we're not having fun yet. I know we're nervous, but I promise you're going to have a wonderful time. This is your day, your celebration. Good afternoon, everybody that's joined us. Thank you so much for being here. As we begin our commencement ceremony, I ask that you focus your attention on the screen for a special message. As the leader of the nation's sixth largest school district, Superintendent Runcie has placed extraordinary emphasis on ensuring equity in education, mental health and wellness, safe and supportive learning environments, closing achievement gaps, and celebrating diversity. Due to a strong emphasis on literacy and college and career readiness, academic achievements across BCPS are increasing. The district's graduation rate is at an all-time high, and advanced placement pass rates are the highest in a decade. BCPS is also the first school district in the U.S. to receive the Cambridge District of the Year distinction, and the district's high schools consistently rank among the best in the nation. His commitment to improving student outcomes, collaborating with stakeholders, and creating partnerships has earned Superintendent Runcie state and national recognition. Superintendent Runcie believes that our greatest challenges are moments of crisis and grief and pain, also present our greatest opportunities for growth and transformation. He believes that we must learn to seize the moments with love, compassion, and grace to give our children the life skills they need to be successful in a complex world. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Superintendent Robert Runcie.
You are about to join a very special group. You are about to become a graduate of Broward County Public Schools. Your past school year has been historic. Your schools closed and opened, and you learned wherever Wi-Fi was the strongest. You spent days behind masks through the coronavirus pandemic. You lived through racial and political turmoil that has divided communities, through a severe economic downturn and job losses and an acrimonious presidential election. But the class of 2021 adapted and persevered through all of this and more. You worked hard. You continued to learn and achieve. You succeeded. You will write the next chapter in the history books. Given what I know about you, I believe the chapter will be full of stories of courage, grace, and hope that will fuel a stronger humanity. There's a story I want to share with you that I hope will help you put life's challenges in perspective and inspire you to make the most of the gift of life that you have been given. A teacher passed out a writing exercise to her students. It consisted of only a black dot in the center of a piece of white paper. She asked the students to write a few sentences to describe what they saw. Once everyone was finished, she collected the pages and started reading the writings to the class. They all wrote about the black dot, its size, and its position on the page. Some even got creative and described it as a portal to the universe. Regardless, all the comments were about the black dot. What was interesting is that no one wrote about the white part of the paper, that which is the foundation for the whole. Think about it. If there was not an entire field of white space, that black dot would never even be seen. What's the message here? You have so much to celebrate in life if you see the whole picture. The dark spots are very small when compared to everything we have in our lives, but they are the ones that occupy and pollute our mind. Don't focus on the dark spots, the disappointments, the anxious thoughts, the bad news, the sensational headlines, the social media feeds. Because when you do, you are taking your foundational good for granted, so much so that you forget to notice the greater blessings in your life. Take your eyes off the dot-sized frustrations and focus on the bigger and brighter part of your life. As you graduate, think about what is important to you, what you care about, what you want to prioritize, and where you may be able to make the greatest impact after high school. Find your own path to be successful. Our life is a gift. We will always have reasons to celebrate. Nature renewing itself daily on the planet we call home, the friends and family around us, music and art that we enjoy, rainbows and sunsets, our teachers, and your high school graduation. Enjoy each one of your blessings and each moment that life gives you. Congratulations to our amazing class of 2021 graduates. I am proud of you. You've overcome challenges and you've succeeded in becoming a graduate. I will always remember you. I love you and pray that your life's journey will lead you to true joy and happiness. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Runcie. Family, friends, faculty, dignitaries, and most importantly, the resilient class of 2021. Welcome once again to the 61st commencement ceremony for Stranahan High School. I am so pleased to be here in person, with all of you, especially with this amazing group of young people. The class of 2021, this is your day. This is your moment. This venue is filled with people who love you and who are here to celebrate you. So take a moment, look around, take it all in, and enjoy this much-deserved celebration. This moment is always such an honor for me. I am proud to be your principal. I have watched you grow from the uncertainties of freshman year to the poised and confident young men and women that sit before me today. I'm privileged to have this moment to let the audience here know just how impressive you are. It's time for me to do some bragging on my dragons. You ready? The class of 2021 has earned approximately $3 million in local and institutional scholarships. That's right. You earned that. Including one very special individual who received the Posse Scholarship, valued at almost $250,000. Over 1/3 of this class is graduating with honors, having attained a grade point average of 3.75 or above, thus earning the Gold Cord of Distinction that they proudly display today. May I have all my honor graduates please stand up? Yes. All right, you guys can have a seat. Our graduates have received countless numbers of acceptance letters from various prestigious colleges and universities, including Georgia Institute of Technology, Howard University, Franklin and Marshall College, and of course, our hometown favorites, University of Florida, Florida State, FAMU, Nova Southeastern, Florida International, and of course, my personal favorite, the University of Miami. Yes. I'm equally proud to announce that we have some students in this graduating class that have committed to protecting and serving our great nation through enlistments in the armed forces. May I have those students please stand up? Thank you, and I thank you in advance for your service. In this graduating class, we have future doctors, lawyers, engineers, and teachers, all of whom have gained the preparation they need for their post-secondary journeys through participation in our distinguished magnet programs. Our graduates are also service-minded, giving back to their community through participation in various clubs and organizations, as identified through the many cords, sashes, and stoles that adorn them today. May I have those students who earn 250 or more service hours, earning a Silver Cord of Distinction, please stand up at this time? Thank you, guys. Thank you for your service. But graduates, as fantastic as I know that you are, you didn't get here all by yourself. Who you are today and the many accomplishments that you have attained is in large part attributed to the support and the love that you have received from all of those that fill this gym today. Moms, dads, grandparents, aunts, and uncles, all of the loved ones that have poured into you in so many positive ways. So graduates, let's take a moment to honor our loved ones at this time with a round of applause. And of course, let us not forget the dedicated and hardworking group of educators that for the last 4 years have worked tirelessly to prepare you for this moment. The amazing Stranahan teachers and staff who've equipped you with the knowledge and skills that you need to prepare you for the real tests of life that are sure to come. Let's have a round of applause for the Stranahan High School teachers and staff. Our theme this school year was A Different World. And just like the characters of that popular 90s sitcom that probably only your parents and the teachers remember, how many of you remember that show? Okay. This year, we face the challenges of transitioning into a new world, where laptops replace textbooks, Teams meetings replace the classroom, and teachers encouraged you to use your cell phones instead of reprimanding you for using them during class time. We are indeed still venturing into this different world, forever changed by a global pandemic like never seen before in our lifetime. Yet you have made it to graduation, despite an extraordinary situation that made this task even more challenging. I'm sure this day brings a lot of personal reflection for all of you. Reflection upon the journey that brought you to this very day. You may be reflecting upon the last few years, or even your lifetime. Nonetheless, you've all been on your personal journey to get here to this moment. And much like that popular 90s sitcom, my role as a member of the older generation, is to impart upon you some words of wisdom. Although yours is a different world, you must take with it the lessons that you've learned of the past to guide you as you move forward. So as I reflect on my path, I've thought about all the things that I would have loved to tell my younger self, the things that I wish someone would have told the 18-year-old Michelle Pedora. So number one, you ready? You are good enough. I want you to repeat that. I am good enough. One more time. I am good enough. Learn to love that person that you see in the mirror every day. The people who truly love you, they don't see all the flaws that you see. Learn to see yourself through their eyes. 2, you are not defined by your current circumstances. You are not defined by your current circumstances. As a first-generation Cuban American and the first in my family to graduate from college, I can attest to you that your current reality doesn't define who you are, or more importantly, who you can become. Dreams do come true, but dreams without action are nothing. So I want you to dream it and then go do it. 3, listen to that still small voice inside you. What is that voice telling you about itself, about your life, about what to do next, about the choices that you're making? Trusting that voice and making it a decision can be difficult and scary. What if you're wrong? What if you make a mistake or fail? What if you mess everything up? The thing is that trying and failing is much smarter, better, and more admirable than not taking any action at all. Trust that voice. And this leads me to my next point, 4. Don't worry about getting knocked down. Just focus on getting back up as quickly as possible. It's gonna happen. Learning how to fail is just as important as knowing how to succeed. Life is tough, but you are tougher. Winston Churchill said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Your resiliency and perseverance are what has defined you, class of 2021. And finally, number 5, no matter what you do, if you didn't hear anything else I just said and don't follow any other piece of advice, do not get that credit card. If we only knew, right? If I only knew. The parents can tell you. Class of 2021, despite all of the obstacles, challenges that you have faced, you have persevered, remained strong, and resilient. That perseverance and resilience has brought you to this day, a day that should serve as a symbol to you as well as to those around you. The symbol of this graduation ignites inspiration, faith in great things to come, and a reassurance that a bright future does lie ahead. This pandemic has taught us that you will be met by obstacles and circumstances that may sometimes seem insurmountable. But I urge you, instead of backing down, choose to stand up. Instead of shying away from life, live it boldly. Instead of blaming others, choose instead to find your strength, fight, and continuously push forward. You are here to usher in a new era, a different world. In that same 90s sitcom, Aretha Franklin sang these lyrics, and I will not sing them because I will not torture you like that. But she said, "Here's a chance to make it. If we focus on our goals, if you dish it, we can take it. Just remember, you've been told, it's a different world." Ooh. Graduates, embrace what makes you unique, trust your voice, and create that different world. Class of 2021, as I always tell you, and what do I tell you on the PA system? be determined, be fearless, be extraordinary, be a dragon. It is now my honor to introduce Ms. Sarah Leonardi, our school board member for Broward County Public Schools District 3. She has nearly a decade of teaching experience, primarily teaching English in Broward Public High Schools. During her tenure in Broward schools, she served as a sponsor to various clubs, worked as a mentor to other teachers, and was voted Teacher of the Year at Coconut Creek High School in 2016. Please welcome Ms. Leonardi.
Good afternoon, Stranahan High School. It's an honor to be here today to celebrate the work of our graduates, family members, and staff as your District 3 school board member. As an educator, witnessing the joy and the culmination of so much collective time and effort that occurs at graduations is one of my favorite events to experience. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this wonderful moment with you. Graduation this year feels especially gratifying and welcome. We are coming out of a year and a half of isolation, great sacrifice, and tumult that has challenged all of us. Commemorating your accomplishments is the best light at the end of this tunnel we are all emerging from. As difficult as this last year has been, I think you'll find that the lessons you've learned, the skills you've acquired, and the ways you've been forced to adapt will serve you well as you leave high school behind. While the pandemic brought on great hardship and tragedy for many, I have watched as your generation stepped up and showed us the best of society. As the pandemic isolated us, you found ways to safely bring people together, whether it was through birthday caravans or your deft use of social media. When school was made more difficult by suddenly moving online, you found ways to make it work and often taught your teachers more about technology than anyone else. I can say that, I was one of those teachers. When people lost their jobs and families went hungry, you organized food drives and found ways to give back to people needier than yourselves. All of these things that you have done to make life easier and better for the people around you have been acts of service. And if there's one piece of this pandemic I want you to bring with you, as we all move on, I hope it's that spirit of service. Whether you are attending university, technical or trade school, going straight into work or joining the military, you will find a way to be of service to others. By doing that and pursuing purpose and passion, you will most certainly find meaning and perseverance in a world that can often be difficult. Lessons you've learned all too well this past year. I also hope that you carry this moment with you and all that it entails: satisfaction, celebration, and gratitude. As you overcome obstacles and as you inevitably accomplish the goals in your life, it is important to pause, take in those emotions, and share your joy with the people around you. So with that, I want to congratulate the Stranahan High School class of 2021 and share in this triumph with you tonight. Know that your families, your teachers, and community are all so proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Ms. Leonardi, for those encouraging words. Our next guest to welcome to the podium is Ms. Deborah Hickson, Broward Countywide School Board member. Deborah's career began in education in 1989 as a science teacher and swim coach at Blanche Ely High School. In 1994, she transferred to South Broward High, where she continued to teach and serve as the swim and water polo coach for many years. Most recently, Deborah served as South Broward's Maritime, Marine Science, and Technology Magnet Coordinator. Passionate about Broward County's schools, its students, its teachers, and its staff, Deborah is dedicated to providing students with educational excellence that will allow them to not only advance, but also enhance their skills and ensure that every student is prepared for their path after they leave our school system. Please welcome Mrs. Hickson.
Thank you. Graduates, family members, and staff, It is an honor to be part of the Stranahan High School graduation ceremony today as your countywide school board member. It is my pleasure to share in the excitement of today and the hope of tomorrow as those of you graduating close this chapter of your life story. Parents, you are most likely wondering, where have the years gone? It doesn't seem that long ago when your sons or daughters were starting kindergarten. Living through the years between kindergarten and graduation might have seemed like an eternity for some of you students and for some of you parents as well, but you made it through, and you are the graduating class of 2021. Yeah. I know that your principal did it already, but I feel like it's worth twice. So would those that have committed to a military service please stand for a moment? Please join me in thanking these young men and women for their commitment to serve our country. Thank you for choosing to serve our country to protect our freedoms. You may take a seat. Class of 2021, you are graduating in a time of great challenges and uncertainty, but also in a time when the opportunities created by our challenges are vast. Whether you choose to go to college or technical school, or head straight into the workforce, or choose to serve our country through military service, today begins a new chapter in your life story. Find what you're passionate about and pursue that passion as you develop and shape your future careers. Take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. Those opportunities become the building blocks of your future. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and be sure to learn from them. They will make you stronger and more determined to succeed. Take each new day as it comes, and don't get stuck in the mud of despair when things don't go as planned. When you find yourself among the chaos, rise above the noise and be true to yourself. Remember, you are each unique and have a special gift to offer, and you are the only one that has the power to make your own mark in this world. So whatever direction you take, however you decide to share your special gift, I can't wait to see how you shine your light in this world. Stranahan High School, class of 2021, congratulations on a job well done. You not only survived, you thrived in a global pandemic. You can do anything. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hickson, for your motivational words. At this time, please join me in welcoming one of our amazing magnet coordinators and acting senior class administrator, Ms. Brooke Smith.
Good afternoon, graduates and guests. I am Brooke Smith, magnet coordinator. And this afternoon, I have the honor of recognizing 3 categories of students within the top 10%. That's right. That's you guys. The students that have a GPA placing them in the top 2% of the class are classified as students of highest honors and have earned a gold and white cord. Students with highest honors, please stand and face the audience to be recognized as your name is called. Miss Brianna Brown. Miss Gabriella Arce-Saran. Miss Elizabeth Aneska. Mr. Muhammad Mujalis. Miss Natalie Quintana. Miss Jody Diab El Harake. The students that have a GPA placing them in the next category, the top 3 to 5% of the class, are classified as students of high honors and have earned a gold and maroon cord. Students with high honors, please stand and face the audience to be recognized as your name is called. Miss Maria Diab El Harake. Miss Keshnith Forresto. Miss Kavaya Lazard. Miss Jasmine Mathope. Miss Jariana Noriega. Miss Jalen Sylvain. Students in the third category of the top 10% have earned a GPA of a 3.75 and are classified as honor graduates, having earned the Gold Cord of Distinction. Would the honor graduates in the top 10% please stand and face the audience to be recognized as your name is called? Miss Rabita Alam. Miss Ann Augustine. Mr. Victor Blaze. Miss Denise Brown. Miss Nicole Canales. Miss Rodice Desir. Mr. Ethan Garcia. Miss Dave Henry. Miss Asiana Jean Lewis. Miss Marcia Mendoza Uyola. Miss Kayla Rose. And Miss Huguette St. Hubert. All of our top 10 graduates are to be congratulated. Please join me in giving them one more round of applause for the top 10%. At this time, please welcome Miss Sannon to introduce the class of 2021 salutatorian.
Good afternoon. This year's salutatorian, Ms. Gabriella R. Saran, is not only a true asset to Stranahan High School, but will leave a legacy behind as the first Posse Scholarship winner at our institution. She will be 1 out of 10 students in South Florida to represent our multicultural society with diverse backgrounds where they are granting the ability to make a positive change in our country and world. With a GPA of 5.25, Gabriella stands out among Stranahan High's shining stars. Gabriella not only graduates with magnet distinction in the Science and Pre-Engineer Magnet program, but will also graduate with the NAF track certification under the NAF Academy of Engineering. Academically, Gabriella was a dual enrollment student who earned a total of 60 college credits during her 4 years at Stranahan High School. Besides, go Gabby! Besides her many academic achievement, Gabriella has been a member of the National Honor Society, the Key Club, and is a student government class officer. Let us not forget the many years she played travel soccer and proudly held the position of co-captain and finally captain, where she led her team to many victories. Somehow, in spite of her rigorous academic schedule and extracurricular activities, she still found time to volunteer at the animal shelter. With such a stellar accomplishment, it is not only surprising that Gabriella has been bestowed a full tuition scholarship to the prestigious Franklin and Marshall College, totaling $244,000, where she plans to innovate new medical affordable technology. One thing is for certain, whatever her final goal is, she will be successful and continue to make her family, sister Savannah, and parents Gabriella and Claudia, and the Stranahan family proud. There is no better representative of today's youth. Will the proud family of Gabriella please stand? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed my pleasure to introduce to you the class of 2021 salutatorian, Ms. Gabriella A. Saran.
Good afternoon, faculty members, parents, family, friends, and my fellow peers. As we gather this afternoon, we cannot help but to reflect on the 4 years that we have spent laughing, overcoming challenges, and creating endless memories. Before we venture into the world on our own, it's important that we acknowledge and appreciate the people in our lives that have supported and guided us along our high school journey. A big thank you to the teachers that not only taught us, but who gave us a shoulder to cry on, to the teachers who spared their lunch hours to hear about our day, and especially to the teachers that tried to steer us down the right path. We were fortunate to spend our days surrounded by adults who shaped and inspired us. Another thank you to our parents who have sacrificed and devoted their lives to us and who have invested in us. As important as our teachers and families have been, we must also acknowledge gratitude in ourselves. After all, we are the ones who put in the work to make this day possible. To those who spent countless hours studying, to those who stayed after school to practice and perfect their skills, and to those who struggled every day to get out of bed, we deserve this day and we deserve to celebrate. The past 4 years had its share of hardships, but we overcame them all, especially our senior year, the 1 year we were all excited about, the 1 year we had been talking about since we became freshmen. But this year was fraught with challenges far beyond our reach. But class of 2021, as much as we have suffered, the end to our chapter is here, and we did it. We are graduating and finishing despite all the seemingly insurmountable mountains we had to climb. Speaking from personal experience, I can say 100% certainty that these last 4 years were not easy and required hard work, sweat, and tears. My freshman year was spent learning to navigate through classes and enjoying a new set of responsibilities and privilege that came with being a high school student, such as attending games and cheering on our illustrious football and basketball teams. Then came sophomore year, where I, and I'm sure many of you, learned that actual studying was required to successfully pass quizzes and exams. This came with a life lesson. No one is going to hold your hand until the end of the journey, and that you must hold your own hand and maintain your own passion to drive you until the end. By the time junior year came around, the stress had settled down and workloads were manageable, but there was still one more preparation needed before entering senior year. I will forever be grateful to faculty and staff who braced us for the difficulties of our final year. For instance, Mr. Kanner's uplifting lectures on how we are destined for something great and the potential of our generation to completely change the world. Ms. Orris's advice, which always came from the best intentions and encouraged us to reach our goals and obtain achievements. To Ms. Stone, with welcoming nature, who always had open arms for her students and time to listen to our rants about our lives and emotions, and countless more amazing interactions with teachers and administrators who are practically family now. Finally, senior year arrived, the year that many of us had dreamt about or patiently waited for, but it came with an unexpected turn. Unfortunately, these memories were cut short and human interaction often became reduced to a computer screen and phone calls. Regardless of our complicated situation, we persevered and continued. Although it pains us to look back and see our senior year consumed by an uncontrollable circumstance, we now look forward. We have successfully completed a task that took years to achieve. Graduation is not the end goal, but is rather a larger part of our journey in life, a milestone that we accomplished. We decide what comes next. We decide where the future takes us. Today's ceremony signifies our closing the chapter on high school, but it is also our launching point into our future. Today marks the beginning of our next path in life. As we walk out those doors, we are headed to greatness and success. We are the generation to change the world. I cannot wait to see the magnificent future that the class of 2021 has in store for us. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2021. Please welcome graduate Kiana Aguilar to the podium to sing End of the Road.
Hi. on together, and you know that I'm right. Why do you play with my heart? Why do you play with my mind? Say we'd be forever, say we never die. How could you love me and leave me and never say goodbye? When I can't sleep at night without holding you tight. Each time I try, I just break down and cry. Pain in my head, oh, I'd rather be dead. Spinning around and around, although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. Come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. Thank you.
Big round of applause for Kiana Aguilar. Back to the stage, Ms. Brooke Smith.
Although we, no, okay. 2 words best describe Miss Brianna Brown: humility and hustle. Given all of her accomplishments to date, one might think the opposite would be true of such an extraordinary individual. But she's earned the honor of speaking today because she worked diligently in not 1, but 2 magnet programs, graduating with magnet distinction in both the science and pre-engineering magnet program and the medical sciences magnet program. So for those of you in the audience, that means Mr. Cantor, JJ, Dr. Antunes, Mr. Saravia, Mr. Hale. That's a rigorous schedule. And in the midst of a global pandemic, Ms. Brown has maintained a GPA of a 5.267. On the move, Brianna has accepted an invitation to attend the University of Florida, where she will participate in the UF Honors and University Research Scholars programs. It is Brianna's desire to enrich the University of Florida community as a learner, a leader, and a thinker, while pursuing academic aspirations in nursing. Brianna's goal is to become a neonatal nurse practitioner. Gone with your bad self. Focused on exploring the use of 3D printing to create, focused on exploring the use of 3D printing to create perfectly matched transplant organs for newborns. I'm sorry. Focused on exploring the use of 3D printing to create perfectly matched transplant organs for newborns. That's better. That's better. I am confident Brianna will lead an extraordinary life beyond the halls of Stranahan High School, transforming the world as we know it with innovation in the areas of healthcare and engineering. I'm also confident most of that innovation will be done on large amounts of caffeine. After all, Brianna will tell you all of this is brought to you by caffeine. So now, with the proud family of Miss Brianna Brown, please stand so that you may be recognized for your support, your commitment, and dedication to raising a confident, a curious, a determined, a driven, a kind-hearted, and extraordinary individual. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you a world changer in the making and class of 2021, valedictorian, Miss Brianna Brown.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am so glad to be here and to be able to see all of you again after the last year and a half of total madness. I did not think that I would be able to be here standing in front of all of you physically. So first, I would like to thank all of the faculty members, the teachers, the school board members that allowed to make today possible. One thing that I think that I want to share with all of you is that we are not predestined to any future. We are now going to college, the military, the workforce, etc., and we are actively making the choices that will determine who we are and our future. We are not bound to what we think we are made for. Instead, we create the life that we want for ourselves. This pandemic has taught me that life will always deal a bad hand sometimes, but how we react is what makes all the difference. The past year of very little human interaction has given me a new appreciation for the years we were able to walk side by side through the halls together. I would give anything to be able to go back. However, we can instead look to the future and remember that what we may have lost this school year in experiences and memories, we have already had 3 years of to hold in our hearts, such as failing every test in Mr. JJ's class, or getting to suture on slabs of pork belly with Miss Barnes, or not being trusted with anything in engineering. However, I still got the cord. One of my biggest regrets personally, however, is not spending more time with my friends or participating in more school activities. I always told myself that I would wait till senior year to participate in everything. However, that did not work out. So I think the life lesson that I learned during this year is that while school is important, it is also important to participate and make memories with those who are important to you. So please, all my fellow introverts, go outside once in a while. It won't kill you. And that, in my future career pursuits, as we all learned in Mr. Canner's class, it's all about the grain. So, in conclusion, thank you to all my teachers who took the time to help me outside of class and school. A huge thank you to all my friends who allowed me to annoy them for all these years and still love me. And with all my heart, I hope that the classes after us finally get to use the pool. Congratulations, class of 2021.
I promise you, Brianna, as your parting wish, they will use the pool. I want to take a moment, a personal privilege, to acknowledge that the class of 2021, salutatorian and valedictorian, are two beautiful, bright young women. That just warms my heart. At this time, we're getting ready, guys. So at this time, I'm going to ask all my platform students to return to your seats. And Ms. Leonardi, would you join me at the lectern? Ms. Leonardi, addressing you in your official capacity as member of the School Board of Broward County, Florida, I certify as principal of Stranahan High School that those persons whose names will be announced have successfully completed the course of study as prescribed by the State Board of Education and the School Board of Broward County, Florida. Ms. Leonardi, I present to you for graduation the class of 2021.
Thank you, Mrs. Pedora. On behalf of the School Board of Broward County, Florida, I certified that these students have met all of the requirements of the school board and the state of Florida for graduation from high school.
Thank you, Ms. Leonardi. I am proud to present and recognize the 2021 graduates. One more time. Let us begin the roll call. First row, please rise.
Ravita Alam. Elizabeth Aneska. Gabriela Arce Cerón. Anne Augustine. Victor Blaze. Brianna Brown.
Hold on.
Denise Brown. Nicole Canales. Jody Diab El Haraki. Maria Diab El Haraki. Rodiz Desir. Keshnith Forrestal. Ethan Garcia. Davey Henry. Isiana John Lewis. Kavaya Lassard. Mohamed Mashlis. Jasmine Masope. Marcia Mendoza Ulloa. Yariana Noriega. Natalie Quintana. Kayla Rose. Huguette St. Hubert. Jalen Sylvain. Kiana Aguilar. Armani Alexander. Richcard Antoine. Jessica Arauz. Gabriel Aristil. Lensica August. Johanna Augustine. Josa Augustine. Zurich Augustine. Uriah Bacon. Sequoia Baker. Aliyah Ballard. Emmanuel Bellaby. Byris Berry. Trania Berry. Osiris Berry Davis. Kimon Black. James Bouquet. Katie Boyce. Achkama Branchador. Shalia Brown. Roshanti Brown. Dadiane Brunellis. Marvensky Brunellis. Nicholas Bobel. Mario Bynes. Mackenzie Cartwright. Roderick Chandler. Lisbeth Chintun. Kylan Clark. Zachariah Collins. Zacharias Collins. Nathaniel Cuellar. Jade Cummings. Gretasia Days. Catrice Days. Mike Darius. Joshua Darius. LaDeja Davis. Jasmine Dujusti. John Dujusti. Dashanti Dobard. Shanaha Dominguez. Diana Dukan. Jeffkey Dorsally. Yolmika Dorelis. Nerjali Doribal. Jaylene Downing. Wasini Dugan. Jamarius Edwards. Crystal Escarment. Brittany Exalian. Audrey Exantus. Shania Exius. Kayleen Ferrer. Jatron Finklin. Golden Fissian. Travisha Floyd. Daniel Gabriel. Juan Galvez. Taylor Geddes. Neoji Jenistan. Brianne Georges. Gisela Hill. Ariana Gillette.
I know.
Mauricio Girón Serrano. Naya Glaze. Randall Gonzalez. Ridel Gonzalez. Quenae Graves. Angel Griffin. Joel Guerrero. Jada Hall. Satya Hankins. Cameron Henderson. Didon Heru. Sakina Hightower. Reynard Holmes. Bisley Hyacinth. Imane Jarrett. Lori Jean. Wesley Jean. Johnny Jean-Claude. Sheila Jenkins. Ebony Johnson. Abidin Jordan. Cassandra Cardo. Sydney Kadwaru. Tiana King. Jalaya Knowles. Nyla Law. Kalia Lawrence. Priscila Lazo. Jorge Lerma. Byron Lewis. Stop. Jonathan Livingston. Hansel Lopez. Charles Lord. Nayara Malcolm Brown. Nelson Maradiaga Rosales. Jasmine Martin. Priscila Martinez. Beluz Maturin. Cynthia Matute Calix. Jimmy Mazariegos. Henry Mazariego Díaz. María Mazariego Telles. James McCutcheon. Deasia McEachern. Sorry. Anthony Magruder. Tyrone McKinney. Naiset Miranda. Andre Molina Fletcher. Jared Monsión. Julio Montes.
Is this next? Jose Moran Nunez. Alex Murphy. Oh. Alexis Murphy. Jaslyn Nessie. Duisha Neo. Cheyenne Nelson. Shine Nelson. Akaya Nevelis. Kamaria Newton. Taisha Oliphant. Dulce Ordonez. Gustava Polencia. Kanisha Parker. Donay Patterson. Shire Paul. Yasmin Perez. Myquan Perkins. Go, Jose. Jose Pierre. Alicia Pierre Lewis. Wilner Pierre Rowe. Kenny Pineda. Dustin Polanese. Shanita Powell. Ashley Prevelis. Aris Beth Ramirez. Pablo Ramos. Nathaniel Reed. Naya Register. Taffney Richett. Christopher Robinson. Deani Rucker. Micaiah Rucker. Michaela St. Cyr. Jerica Solomon. Richard Santos. Shanice Schloss. Aaron Scher. Kayla Satius. Zaria Skeet. Erica Smith. Vaskaya Smith. Thaddeus Squire III. Nadine Sterling. John Stokes. Troy Sweeting. Zaria Swinton. Keyshawn Thompson. Ruth Ann Thompson. Virginie Timothy. Selena Tran. Shariah Tyson. Richard Valentin Lopez. Josue Vega.
Martalit Villegas Rivera.
Tiana Wade. Keyshawn Walker. Chad Warner. Christian White. Chelsea Williams. Daniel Yero. Giselle Alexander. Gaboot Jean Lewis. Phils Forrestal Rodriguez.
At this time, I would like to call up to the lectern, Mr. Kenneth Hart.
Good afternoon, Dragon family. Again, as everyone knows, I am Mr. Kenneth Hart. I am the class of 2021 senior class sponsor. I'm honored to introduce a student who is near and dear to my heart. I've had the pleasure of working with her as a student and as the class of 2021 sponsor. You guys excuse my mess, I'm sorry. Denise has reminded me as to why I chose to become an educator. It's been a pleasure to watch her grow as a student, leader, and business professional in her own right. This is evident in awards she has earned: Most Outstanding Student in French, Outstanding Senior Leader Award, and the Voice of Democracy Award citation. Denise participated in several extracurricular activities such as the Marine Science Club, Medical Debate Club, Future Educators of America, Poetry Club, Senior Class Officer, Student Government, and the Peace Club. She displays all the attributes that it takes to achieve greatness as a leader and follower. She's always punctual, consistent, and goal-driven, while never taking no for an answer. Trust me, I know firsthand, okay? She's solution-based and has a heart for people, truly. Other activities she's participated in were beach cleanups, algebra tutoring, toy drive, harvest drive, and group home cookouts. Denise's goal is to earn a doctorate degree in nursing to become a CRNA, to take care of her family in the future. They're very lucky. John Quincy Adams said, "If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader." I have been inspired to dream more, do more, and become more because of this student. Will the proud guests of Denise's please stand and be recognized? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It brings me great pleasure to introduce to some and present to others our class of 2021 president, Miss Denise Brown.
Okay. First, let me start off by saying congratulations, seniors. And as Dora the Explorer says, we did it. Due to our current situation, it has caused our senior year to be nothing like we expected it to be. Since our freshman year, we have always had high expectations of what our senior year would be like, how we would spend our grad bash, what dress we would wear to prom, all things we took for granted. We thought nothing would get in the way of having the best senior year. However, online school became the new normal. Masks started to become stylish, and we gained some quarantine weight, but let's not talk about that. I would like to mention the people we have lost to the coronavirus, whether it be family, friends, neighbors, or whoever they may be. May they rest in peace, and to the family members and friends who lost someone during this tough time, I am sorry for your loss. You and your loved ones are in my prayers. You have my deepest, sincerest sympathy. Thank you, students, parents, guests, staff, and everyone for persevering and making it through such a time as this. We are here today closing the chapter on high school and starting a fresh new one called adulthood. We began our time at Sternahan as children, and we are leaving as young adults. We have faced a lot of obstacles to get where we are today, and we made it through each and every one. We have completed the basic education to set a platform out to launch our futures. Some of us will head off to college, some to the military, and some will go into the workforce, and some may even go to trade school. Whatever it may be, each of us will travel our own path. No matter where you go or what you do, there will be more challenges and obstacles ahead. And I am asking not only to each and every one of you, but to myself as well, to meet those challenges straight on with your head held high and your heart open wide. Strive for excellence in each task and in everything you do. Although it may not be easy to see, every accomplishment you achieve will bring you happiness. I'd like every student, I keep on saying that. I'd like every student to know that it's okay to make mistakes along the way, because we can learn from them and grow. It is okay to take breaks because everyone needs one. Take the time to reflect on yourself and build a better you. Mandy Hale once said, "It's not selfish to love yourself. Take care of yourself and make your happiness a priority. It's necessary. It's okay not to know where or who you will be in the next 5 to 10 years from now. As long as you have a plan in mind and set goals for yourself, nothing is impossible." I would like to thank my mom, love you, mommy, for nagging me each and every day to strive for the best. I promise you that I will make you proud and that I will be successful in life. I would like to thank my family, friends, teachers who impacted me throughout my high school career. Thank you, Ms. Barnes. Thank you, Mr. Hart. Thank you, everyone. Mr. Fiore, thank you. For my closing statements, I would like students to remember not to stop here. This is not the end goal, but instead a part of the larger journey to your life. Graduation has shown us how capable we are of accomplishing our goals when we commit ourselves to them. Continue to persevere and achieve excellence. Once again, congratulations. Please welcome again, Ms. Padura.
You made it. Congratulations. I want you to please rise. 2021 graduates. Kiana, join me up here as well. Come on this side. You may now turn your tassels from the right to the left as you are now officially a 2021 graduate and a member of the Stranahan High School alumni. Congratulations, class of 2021. I am so proud of, and I love each and every one of you so very much. We are now going to ask Miss Kiana Aguilar to lead us in the alma mater.
Hi, guys. Turn to the last page.
And remember, it's in the last page of your program. I want to hear all those voices.
You better shout that victory part.
From the skills and science flow, all our knowledge we thee owe. Let our colors men see, Stranahan we bound to thee. May each son look up to thee in defeat or victory. Alma mater, we love thee with loyalty.
Excellent, guys. That was amazing. At this time, we're going to ask our parents and our guests to please remain seated as the graduates exit the room to the back of the stage. Once again, congratulations, Stranahan High School class of 2021. You guys are going to go this way. Follow Miss Francois.
A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Yeah, yeah. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. Come on now. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right.